Everybody, this is Luke Patrick with the AndroidAppsReview.com. Today we're taking a look at yet another application via video review, this time taking a look at one called Crime Coast that I have pulled up right here ready to go. This just dropped for iPhone. It's been out for Android for a little while, but we've spent some time playing around with it. And, it's also available for Windows Phone, I think. Pretty sure on that one. And today we're gonna break down sort of the basic structure of it. We're gonna talk about what makes it cool, and then we'll give you our final wrap up. So let's go ahead and kind of dive into this. This is sort of within the same genre. The developers say that it's a tower defense, and I can definitely see that. We also think it happens to fit well within the guidelines of what we call the build and play genre. That is the sort of things, sort of like Railroad Tycoon, SimCity, that sort of thing, where it's you're given a plot of land, so to speak, and a couple roads, and then you kind of build things out from there. So, for instance, like right now, I've got an objective that says build 2 stores, that sort of thing. So to do this, I'd simply boot this up, and then typical kind of interface. If you've ever played something like, say, FarmVille, even for the mobile side of things, this should feel pretty familiar, and you should be, pretty up to speed with how this works. But that's the same sort of thing that Crime Coast is going to offer. So you have a basic plot of land, you're going to use it to become a baron of industry, so to speak, using your minions. You can see my minions here. However, one of the things that makes Crime Coast different is its focus. It's not focused on building railroads or amusement parks, that sort of thing, or even a city, really. Instead, it's doing something different by making it all entirely crime-based. So you can see over here in my slammer, I've got some peeps. If I wanted to get some of those guys out, I would need to use my lawyer. So it's that kind of logic that really pushes this game ahead of its competitors. So, for instance, if you're running a crime ring and you want some peeps, you have to actually defend and pull them out. So, for instance, let's say I want some more grunts. I can do that using my lawyer, pull those guys out. So if I go out and do a job and a couple of them get smashed up, then it's quick and easy to pull even more guys out later. And it also just makes sense. We appreciate that a lot, the fact that, sometimes with these games, like, say, FarmVille, you're building tractors or getting equipment and doing crops and that sort of thing. It's not very well tied together, whereas Crime Coast really has made a great effort to make sure that everything is very integrated. So, for instance, my mansion here, if I want to upgrade it, that means I can have more units and produce more. I'm more of a crime boss, which makes sense. Your mansion needs to be big. If you're Walter White, you gotta have a big house, that sort of thing. So, for instance, here's my henchmen. If I need to bust some guys out, this is where I would go. That's for managing my city. Anyway, ignore that part. Anyway, so we'll go. Let's go ahead and just kind of show you how the actual action itself works. So let's say we want to go raid somewhere. Let's go raid Costa del Sol. So you hit raid, it boots it up, and then here we go. So I need to deploy my dudes, which I can do doing this. There are a couple of different units, as you saw from the screen I had up just a second ago. The units themselves do different things. They're all from different nationalities too. It's very kind of stereotypical crime boss, which is another point of this game. There's a lot of pop culture references and a lot of references to sort of the genre itself of crime bossness. So each unit does something special, like there's snipers, there's a female seductress, that kind of thing. They'll do different things, and just adds a lot of flavor to it. Again, keeping everything well integrated, it's all very tied together, and it all makes a lot of sense. If you're running a job and you want to go rob a bank, there's a lot of reason to have different units, and then each unit does different things, etc. It just makes sense. Here's the Hall of Fame. This is a socially integrated game, so if you want to play with your friends, you can, or even just people around the world. So here's top mafiosos, that sort of thing. So if you need some extra incentive via the leaderboards, that's here too. Let's see. Outside of that, here's your objective. So when you complete an objective, you can grab the cash here. So you're pretty familiar with this if you've played any of the other games within this genre. Obviously, completing an objective gets you points in some form or fashion. So in this realm, it's cash, which then you can use, obviously, to upgrade your different units, etc. We do want to build another store for another objective, so let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, I keep forgetting where my buttons are, but I can't build one of these quite yet. If we want another law office, I could do that. I'm supposed to build another house, so let's go ahead and do that. And so again, as you build this out, your enterprise or your town itself will grow as your enterprise does, and more money, more problems. So as you build, you'll eventually need more lawyers, a bigger mansion, that sort of thing, etc. But always expanding and always performing jobs. So again, that's pretty much the core concept here. The thing that does make it unique is its concept. Also, the graphics are quite nice. It's got a very retro theme to it, which we appreciated in comparison to the kind of cutesy graphics that we usually see for these sorts of things. We really appreciate the fact that it's very retro themed. It's got kind of a nice sprite-based element to it. We like that a lot. So sum total, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Crime Coast is totally free in the Android App Store, which is another perk in its favor. You won't pay anything to play it, which is good in our books, and it's also a lot of fun. It's very well integrated, it's well designed, and it's easily one of the best games in this genre. So if you're looking for something to play this afternoon, or at any point in time, really, doesn't have to be this afternoon, this is a great option to go for. It's free, and it gets a 5 out of 5 star rating from us here at the AndroidAppsReview.com. And that's all I have to say. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up, but we will see you guys later.